Now tell me, if you're doing nothing with yourself, right? And he wants to introduce you to his mom or his sister, his friends, his family, they are going to ask him, what does he do? What does she do? What's your partner supposed to say? Oh, she's in between jobs. Oh, he has no job. So this is the millennial. This is the 21st century. You can get busy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Stella on Dear Stella TV. Thank you so much to everyone who left me comments in the other video, in the previous video. Thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't have time to waste at all, guys. Cheers. Today, it's going to be a 2-in-1 package. So the first few minutes, I will spend it for the single people. And then the second part, the last few minutes, I will spend it for the married people. So it's singles and married intertwined in one video. Guys, like my video. If it's your first time, share and subscribe. I keep it real, guys. I tell you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Today, guys, what are we talking about? I want to talk about before the single women. If you're dating somebody already and your relationship is serious, I'm talking to you. So before you say I do, I want you to ask yourself, consider these two questions. I was watching a series recently and it occurred to me. The questions were asked and I thought this is very, very relevant. Let me share it with my audience. So the first question you ask yourself in your serious relationship, or a relationship you see has a potential to become something serious, you want to spend, you are actually considering, thinking about it, that if this guy proposes today, I will say yes. I'm talking to you. So now ask yourself, say, what am I as a partner going to bring into this relationship going forward, into this marriage going forward? Because God has blessed every one of us with unique talents, with unique, attributes that hopefully over the years you've nursed it and you have sharpened it and, you're very good at what you do. Please, if you think to yourself, if you do a self-reflection and you realize that you are not bringing anything, whether tangible or intangible, that is whether financial or non-financial, if you're not bringing anything to the table, please try between when the guy proposes and when you actually get married, find something to do. If you don't have a job, if you're unemployed, it's not an excuse. As a woman or as a guy, you can do 1,001 things. You can learn how to sew, you can learn how to do hair, you can learn how to cook and supply food to people and earn money. What I mean is you can actually work for yourself. You can become a writer. Yours truly is writing from home. You can become a writer. You can do 1,001 things. Just go on the internet. You can do online sales. I'm giving you ideas, business ideas. You can go online and start selling, buying and selling and making profit. But one thing you shouldn't do is don't be empty. God has not created anybody empty. It doesn't matter whether you have a job or not. That's not what I'm talking about. You don't have to have paid employment, but you can have a job. Now tell me, if you're doing nothing with yourself, right? And he wants to introduce you to his mom or his sister, his friends, his family, they are going to ask him, what does he do? What does she do? What's your partner supposed to say? Oh, she's in between jobs. Oh, he has no job. So this is the millennial. This is the 21st century. You can get busy. That's all I'm saying. You must bring something tangible to the table. And of course, there are the intangibles. The things like she's very nice. She's very sweet. She's very kind. She's very generous. She's loyal. Your partner should be able to say that about you. Or she has a high sense of humor. She makes me laugh. I feel good when I'm with her. Or I feel good when I'm with him. Those kind of things. She goes out of her way. She's very helpful. She's this, she's that. You've got to have it in the bag. Kill him with love. His friends, his family. But by being yourself. Don't pretend that this is who you are, and then when you get married, you turn into a, I don't know, a monster. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying, if you are not a nice person, learn how to be nice. If you are not a kind person, learn how to be kind. If you're not generous, learn how to be generous. Pray about it and practice it. Faith without works is dead. So you've got to practice. That's the first thing. So what do I bring to the table? The second thing is, what am I benefiting as a woman who is considering, you are in a serious relationship and you want to get married? Ask yourself, what am I benefiting from this partner? Whether it is tangible or intangible. So just do the same thing. Ask yourself, what does he bring to the table? What does she bring to the table? Depends if you are a guy or a girl. So once you can write it down to say, these are he's a very nice guy, or he treats me well, I like the way I feel when I'm around him, he makes me feel special, he makes me feel like a queen, he makes me feel like a princess, when he looks at me, I feel as if I'm the only woman in the world, I feel as if I'm the only woman in the room, he makes you, that feeling. Women were such emotional people that it's about feeling, how he makes you feel, so once he's that kind of guy, he's a keeper, If he's nice, he's hardworking, he's ambitious. Okay, I'm not talking about crazy ambition that puts everyone aside apart from himself. No. I'm not talking about ruthless, reckless, selfish, arrogant ambition. No. I'm talking about ambition that he has vision, He knows where he wants to be in future. He has incorporated you into his plan, and you can see yourself spending your lifetime with this guy. He's a guy that you can sit down comfortably. You will have discussions about serious stuff, politics or anything, and you can have discussions about nonsense, about silly things. You can gossip. He's your best friend. You feel at home with him. You don't have to pretend to be who you are not. That is a keeper, and he's godly. Most importantly, he's godly, she's godly. A guy or a woman who does not fear God is a monster. You don't want to spend your lifetime with that kind of person, because when the doors are closed, when the curtains are down and nobody is there, it's just going to be you two until the kids come. So if you go and marry somebody who is godless, who does not even fear God, how is he going to submit to you? How is he going to treat you right? I keep saying this thing. Don't dismiss it. Or it doesn't matter if he doesn't go to church. It doesn't matter if he's not a Christian. What do you think marriage is? It is not for the faint-hearted. Marriage isn't for the faint-hearted. The journey is long. Your challenges will come. It is for better, for worse. So marry a man who fears God. So if he fears God, he will treat you right. I'm not talking about the one that pretend to go to church and fear God. By their fruits you know him. Spend quality time with this person. And so that's it for the single folks, guys. For the married folks, if your marriage is shaky, because I do realize a lot of people, I keep, talking about marriages, because my prayer is that everybody's marriage will be happy, fruitful, peaceful, loving. So if your marriage isn't all of that, if you're not in a happy marriage, please, I beg you in Jesus' name, ask yourself, what are the mistakes I have made in my marriage? Because last time I did refer to it. I told you to write down. I gave you an assignment in my last video. I said, write down everything you are angry about that your partner has done. Now, if you did it last time, what the mistakes you have made and the mistakes your partner have made. Now, look at that list. Focus on your own side, how you think you have done wrong, Be honest with yourself. Once you have done, start one by one. Take baby steps. How you are going to change. But you need prayer. You need the help of God. You need wisdom. Divine wisdom that comes from God. So when you have done that, rip up that sheet, because you cannot keep. I want you to rip up the one you wrote about everything your partner has done wrong to you. Because the Bible tells us that you must not keep a list of wrongdoings. That somebody can offend you 70 times, 70 times. That is 400, and for all of you who do mathematics, 70 times 7. What is that? I don't even know, sweetie. Michi, what is 70 times 7? 490?
70 times 7 is 490.
490. My math is still spot on. Somebody can offend you 490 times and you have to forgive. So I am very sure your husband or your wife has not offended you up to 490 times. So tear that paper up, put it in the bin or burn it, and focus on yours. The change must start from you. That is the only way it's effective, guys. I hope today you've benefited one or two things. Guys, like my video, share, and subscribe if you haven't. What are you waiting for? And tap the notification bell so that you don't miss any video. Guys, this is my new release, not a hookup. Number one, Amazon new release. Find out why it is. Until next time, this is the hard copy, guys. There's a hard copy, you will love it, and paperback and ebook, and it's free on Kindle Unlimited. Until next time, it's your girl Stella. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter, guys.